I'm Amanda Smith here for USCFootball.com with Dan Weber, and we're here to give you your instant analysis of Day 3 of fall camp. Dan, today they were in pads today. Can you tell us what you saw out there?
Well, they were in shoulder pads, and actually to start with, they weren't doing a whole lot more hitting than they were doing the first 2 days in just helmets. I mean, the sounds were this, but as they built up, you realize they understand we're not exactly tackling, but we really could, and then they eventually did a little bit. There were some actual, Wes Horton, probably the biggest hit so far of camp on DJ Morgan at the sidelines, and there was a real good confrontation with, I guess, Soma Vanuku on the sideline, tried to run over, I guess that was one of the freshmen, DBs, I think it was Devian Shelton, who then tried to redirect Soma into the wall. So they were definitely taking advantage. The longer they went, the more they realized, hey, we've got our shoulder pads on today. We can hit somebody.
Well, Lane Kiffin said he wasn't giving injury reports at the end of practices anymore. So can you tell us what you saw out there in terms of injuries?
Well, we saw Andre leave with, it looked like he didn't have total feeling in his right arm. It was just kind of dangling a little bit. He did come back out. And then Lamar Dawson limped off with what looked like a lower leg, left lower leg injury, but didn't look terribly serious. Andre didn't necessarily look serious, so and we don't know. We're just guessing. You know, Andre, could it have been a pinched nerve? It's kind of a guess since they're not giving us any information on injuries this year.
Lane Kiffin said that today's MVP would be Demetrius Wright. Can you talk about what you saw from him today?
Demetrius has always been this sort of under-the-radar, low-key guy. He made a sensational diving interception on a ball that probably didn't deserve an interception. Matt Barkley threw it kind of pretty much right by the ear hole on Randall Telfair. And I think Randall has been bothered a little bit by his dislocated thumb. He wasn't looking for it. It went, sailing right past his ear. And Demetrius came up from his safety spot and made an absolutely great diving interception. Terrific play.
Well, let's talk about the lineup for the freshman linemen that we have here.
Well, I think when Lane was asked about freshman linemen, he said, well, on defense, we've only got one, Leonard. And he said he's going to be a very good player. Not sure when, but no question about it. He's clearly going to be a great player. He made a stop on Soma Vanuku probably 4 yards deep into the backfield where he just absolutely stood him up, but you got to give Soma credit. He kept fighting and, kind of broke loose, but just the very fact that Leonard was there. But on offense, I think a more interesting point was Lane said he really liked where Max Turek is, said that he's actually farther along than Marcus Martin was as a true freshman. He said, of course, we wouldn't have known anything about the fact that, we'd have thought Marcus was going to redshirt. So he said definitely he's a right tackle now, but he could play left tackle. And we really didn't get into a long-term plan for left tackle if, say, something would happen to Andre Walker. So now we're thinking if you could play Marcus Martin last year as a true freshman, if you had to, would you play Max Turek? It sure seemed like Lane was saying, yes, I would.
All right, well, you heard it here first at USCFootball.com. For Dan Weber, I'm Amanda Smith. Check out USCFootball.com for more.